video is going to be all about my experience at FIDM, just my first year. As of June, I think like 15th, I am completely done with my first year at FIDM, which is crazy. It went by so fast, and I thought I would tell you all about it because I know when I was looking into going to college and stuff, I YouTubed like all of these videos and I watched all of them and like people's different perspectives about it and stuff, so I thought I would put my input out there and my advice and tips and stuff, and hopefully it's helpful to any of you that are looking into college or FIDM specifically. If you're interested in learning more about the school I go to and about all my experiences, just keep watching. So I'm kind of just going to give you an overview and like the basic information about FIDM before I go into my actual experiences with it. FIDM stands for the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, first and foremost. I'm sure you already knew that if you looked up this video. So it is a fashion school, but it also is an accredited college, just like any other university or college out there. You get the same degree as a kid that would go to like UC Long Beach or UCI or anything like that. FIDM has 4 campuses, San Francisco, LA, Orange County, and San Diego, and LA is obviously the like home campus. That's where the majority of the students go. This year I went to the Orange County campus, so that's kind of where all my experiences are going to come from, and let me just put it out there now that the Orange County campus is completely different from the LA campus, and I'll talk about that more a little bit later, but just keep that in mind that I have not attended the LA campus yet, and all my experiences will be coming from me attending the Orange County campus. Depending on your major, but pretty much every major, you can take your first year of classes at any campus because it's like your general ed classes. And then any time after that, pretty much every major has to go to Los Angeles, but just a few majors can go to the San Francisco or San Diego campuses, but for Orange County, it's strictly just your first year. FIDM's also based on the quarter system, not the semester system, which means each quarter is only 10 weeks of classes, and you attend one class per week. And then you have like 5 classes total. So you attend 5 classes a week, but you don't have to attend like the same class twice a week like normal colleges. And each class is 2.5 hours long, then you get like a 15-minute break in between. I personally really love the quarter system. My high school, pretty much like every other high school, was semester based, so I obviously know what a semester based school is like. I just prefer the quarter system. I like things that are very fast paced because I get bored very easily, and if I don't like a class, it's over really short, and I'm one that I don't really want the whole like college experience. I don't care about it that much, and I just want to get out working as soon as possible, and FIDM definitely does that for you. I'm only going to get my AA as of now, that's my plan, and then start working. However, if a job that I'm really interested in requires a bachelor's, I'll cross that bridge when it gets there, but for now my plan is to just get my AA, which is my Associates of Arts degree. Every major is completely different tuition wise and pretty much in every other aspect, but just an average dollar amount that I can give you, it's gonna cost around $30,000 a year. The only nice part of that is that all your books and supplies are included in that tuition, so you don't have to worry about paying anything extra for books, because I know that's something with college you worry about because books can be very expensive, like hundreds of dollars, but with FIDM you don't have to pay for that. It's all included in your tuition and you pick it up right at school, and if you have any like art classes or you're in a design major, even all your supplies is included with that as well. There are very many majors in FIDM, I think like over 30 probably, that obviously all have to do with the fashion industry, and they even have some beauty industry majors. However, if you're into beauty, just make sure you know that at FIDM it's very much business oriented. If you want to be a makeup artist, don't go to FIDM, you're gonna waste your money. Go to a makeup artist school or cosmetology school. It's just strictly business for the beauty industry, but for fashion, it's like all the other creative parts as well. I do recommend that you for sure know which major you want to study going into FIDM, because it's a pain in the butt to have to change a major because that's not how FIDM's designed. I know with normal college, you kind of have 2 years to figure your shit out. That's like, that sounds harsh, but I mean, with normal college, 2 years of your education is all general ed, or general studies, so you kind of have all that time to really, really figure out what you want to study more deeply on. But with FIDM, you kind of start your major classes right away, at least some of them, so changing your major is just very stressful and really unnecessary, and sometimes you even have to retake classes or even start over, which is going to cost extra money. So I just recommend that you really know what you want to do going into the school. Don't think you're going to figure it out later down the line. I mean, the job you want to go into, yeah, because there's, lots and lots of different types of jobs per major that you can go into, and even jobs that aren't in your major you can definitely go into as well. But I just recommend you know what you're paying for, and you're not gonna like go back on it because it's a lot of money. Um, if you're unsure of like which side of the fashion industry you want to go into, I recommend going to community college for maybe a year, taking some fashion classes there, and deciding. It's a big decision. College is a big decision in general, and FIDM is very, very expensive. So just really make sure that it's the right decision for you. That's what I really had to weigh. Like, is this what I want? I knew I wanted to move to LA regardless. FIDM was a great school. I wanted to be in the fashion industry. I didn't want to spend 4 years in school. Um, so those are kind of just some of the things that helped me decide that like FIDM was the right choice for me. I'm going to talk about the application process because I have watched a lot of these videos and not very many people explain this part of it, and I feel like it's kind of important, and that's when I was really stressed out when I was deciding on this school, because I wanted to kind of know, people's thoughts about the application process. So basically, my major is merchandise marketing, which is like the most businessy part of FIDM. The reason I decided on this major is because I wanted something safe, in case fashion didn't work out. I mean, sometimes you gamble on it. Yeah, there's like a lot of opportunities in FIDM and stuff, but if fashion didn't work out or I got a better opportunity in a different industry, I mean, I'm still getting a marketing degree, so it was safe for me. And business, you can never really go wrong, especially this day and age. Um, so that's just like what helped me decide, and that's why I chose merchandise marketing, is because it was pretty much like the safest choice. Basically, the application process is you're gonna schedule like an interview type of thing with the academic advisor, and they're just kind of gonna assign one to you. I talked to one at the Orange County campus, obviously, because that's the campus I live the closest to. And she was really nice, just kind of explained all about FIDM. She explained the financial aid you can get. It is a bummer because a lot of financial aid doesn't apply to FIDM, but some of it does. So if you're worried about financial aid and not being able to afford it, there are options. A lot of people say you can't find anything, but you're able to. Especially if you live in California, just apply for Cal Grants, and just really look online. If you're worried about money, just apply to as many scholarships you can. So she kind of explained what the school's all about, the history behind it, the success rate, pretty much everything you need to know. So obviously, if this video isn't helpful and you're very interested in FIDM, go call an academic advisor. If your parent, and the academic advisor decide that this is a good place for you and you want to continue on the path to FIDM, she will explain all the different majors, help you decide which one's best for you, because they do kind of want you in a set major. They don't really like you switching majors and stuff in school. It just will hold you back, and end up costing you more money, and you don't want that. So they'll help you as much as possible to decide, you know, what major is going to best suit what you want and all that. So after that, you decide your major and everything. The academic advisor is going to explain the project you have to get, and it's called your like entry project, I think, and it's going to be completely different depending on your major. So like I said, mine is merchandise marketing, so my project was along the lines of like pretend you're a owner of a store, create 5 different outfits like evening, like casual, date night, workwear, whatever. And you can just get pictures from the internet and like put outfits together, and then you're supposed to price them and create like a target market and all that, and then you present it to the dean. I don't really know what he's called, but it's like the I don't know what you would call him. I guess the dean. I forget what they called him, but and then he decides, you know, if you're in or not, and like talks to your parent as well. Honestly, I don't think it's very hard to get into FIDM for classes. I'm not gonna name all the classes I've had because it's like 15 of them. But I'll leave the FIDM website down below, and you can go by major, and each major will describe kind of all the jobs that you can look into, all of the classes you'll take based on that major, and just all the information you need. So I'll just leave that website in the description box for you guys to check out, and you can kind of like look up the majors and stuff. But what I wanted to talk about the most about classes is the workload. It's a lot of work. Sometimes people say it's like 3 hours of homework for every hour of class. I don't think that's true. But it is a lot of work. Don't think it's gonna be easy. That's what I hate when people, you know, will say, well, like, oh, isn't your school so easy? Like, it's not easy. It's not hard academically. It's not like my brain doesn't hurt trying to do the work and stuff, but it's a lot of work. You're gonna be doing a majority of group projects. That's like the majority of your classwork. So I went to the OC campus. I've never been to the LA campus, so I have really no idea what the LA campus is like yet. I'll probably talk about that in my like part 2 video to this, or like my entire FIDM experience video, which won't be until next year when I graduate. But I just kind of wanted to talk about the positives and the negatives. So what I like just from the school, this doesn't, you know, depend on any particular campus, but I like how fast-paced it is. I like that you can be done in a year and a half. I'll be done in just shy of 2 years because I'm taking the summer quarter off, so I can, you know, have a summer and have, you know, fun at home before I move out to LA. The other thing I like is that FIDM does have a career center in every campus and also online. They're very job oriented. They really want you to work while you're in school. It's nice because once you graduate, you can still utilize that career center, which is awesome because if you're really struggling to find a job, like FIDM will always be there to help you work, and I just think that's really awesome. Another thing I like is that all the professors have real industry experience. They have all worked in the fashion industry. They've all done something on the, you know, whatever class you're in, they've all have experience in that subject. So they just all have a lot of really great input and feedback, and they're all very knowledgeable in the industry, which is important. The negative side of this school, and the negatives mostly come from just being at the Orange County campus. So the first thing is that there are so many girls, not a lot of people, but I can count the guys on like one hand that go there. There's just a lot of girls, and sometimes girls can be tiring because it's a lot of personalities, it's a lot of high maintenance, it's a lot of, you know, cattiness. It just gets frustrating sometimes, and believe it or not, there's a lot more guys in LA. I am in classes with the same people like every class, so I never really got to meet new people after my first quarter. It was pretty much all the same people. and I don't know, it just gets tiring. It's hard to feel like you can make other friends because everyone's already in their set groups, and it feels very, very much like high school, which I hate because I hated high school, and that's just something I don't really like. I don't think it's like anyone's fault. I just think it's like the natural social order of girls. Like that's that's just how we act, and we just tend to fall in this pattern of being in a group and being cliquey, and it's a lot of hormones and a lot of estrogen, so that's just one thing I don't particularly like. So that was it for my first year at FIDM experience. If you guys have any questions, or I forgot to put something in this video, or you have just any other questions or inquiries or whatever about FIDM or anything FIDM related, leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer like any questions you have. I'm going to link the FIDM website down below so you can check it out for yourself, check out all the majors FIDM has to offer, and check out all the class curriculums for those majors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.